think one of the most critical steps in the writing process is the revision process. A lot of my students come to me with the erroneous assumption that once they've put something down on paper, it's done and ready to turn in. And we might tend to work on the same essay for an entire semester or for an entire year, because revision is where students learn how to write. It's when we start analyzing essays for the use of dialogue, and we look at where dialogue might work in a draft of an essay, and because in class, part of our class is still examining literary techniques, we may have focused on how does this author use dialogue and why does she use dialogue in this place at this time. Then I want them to go back to their draft and examine their essay for where dialogue might add the extra punch that pulls the reader even deeper into living their experience with them. So in revisions on that day or the following day, they will look at each other's essays and say, you might think about adding some dialogue in here, or add some notes to themselves, and not even actually do it at the moment, but get instances in their draft where if they revised it and wrote it again by adding dialogue, and on the computer it's so easy, right, cut and paste, and you're done. You don't have to write the whole thing over again. They can go back and make revisions. If my academic literacy instruction on that day has been on the use of metaphor, and we look at authors using metaphor, I'll do the same thing. Go back to your essay, pull out your essay, and I want you to look at where the use of metaphor would be much stronger than directly telling how something happened. And so by doing that and writing on something that they have invested interest in, they've spent a lot of time on, they may rewrite that essay 12, 13, 14, 15 times. So the revision process is just critical in crafting a good piece of writing, and it's what real authors do. So the lesson I want them to come away with there is a piece of writing's never done, ever. So you may use this piece of writing to enter an essay contest. You may use it for this piece of writing for your college application essay, your personal statement. You may use it for a job application. You never know where this essay might take you. You may translate it to French or to Spanish and use it to enter a competition in that language. You don't know what this essay will do or how many more times in your lifetime you might want to rewrite it. So that's how they learn to write, and why revision, although it's painful, the satisfaction the kids get from having done 15 revisions and they look at the final product compared with the original draft has catapulted their writing to a level of sophistication that they didn't even know they could reach in just a short time.